we have info on NHL opening night, a highly anticipated football game between Alabama and Tennessee in Knoxville this weekend, National Day of Something celebration, but we do not know because Professor Shroyer did not give us the story, and so much more.
We have today's weather forecast with Lily Fowler and a sports update with Sawyer Hughes.
Today is Wednesday, October 12th, 2022.
It is the birthday of our esteemed colleague Colin Crisp. Happy birthday, buddy. We are live from Studio H12 in the Shroyer Broadcasting Center at Bradley Central High School, and you're watching Vox News Today.
Welcome back. I'm your birthday boy, Colin Crisp.
And I'm Ian Reardon, and these are your top stories for today.
French lawmakers are warning they might step in to end the blockade on gas refineries as a workers' strike enters its fourth week. Long lines at gas pumps have become common in France. 31% of gas stations across the country are facing shortages, leading to the rationing in some regions. Refinery workers are demanding a pay hike to cope with soaring inflation, and lawmakers want talks between the workers' unions and energy companies to resume.
Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese attended a service in Sydney Wednesday to mark the 20th anniversary of the deadly Bali bombings of 2002. The attacks had left 202 people dead, including 88 Australians. According to Sky News Australia, those in attendance included survivors as well as families and friends who paid their tributes at the event.
Investigators in Georgia says they've seized evidence that could move forward a case involving a missing toddler. 20-month-old Quentin Simon was last seen in his home in the Savannah area. Police returned there Monday morning to search it. They say they're analyzing what they found and could open a criminal investigation. The toddler has been missing since October 5th.
Los Angeles police are asking for the public's help in identifying and locating a suspect seen on video Tuesday allegedly abducting a 14-year-old victim. The department said the victim was later sexually assaulted. According to police, officers were called to investigate the sexual assault of a minor by an unknown suspect at a park. Security footage released by the LAPD shows a man leading a smaller person through a residential neighborhood. He has his left arm over the person's shoulder and his right arm pressed towards the person's body. Investigators say, quote, the suspect threatened the victim with a weapon, forced them into a bathroom, and sexually assaulted the victim, end quote.
Officials say firefighters have found a body in the remains of a building that burned in downtown Gatlinburg. News outlets cited a statement that the city in reporting that the fire on Sunday caused extensive damage to a block of businesses and left some with only charred debris. It also led officials to warn motorists to be cautious while traveling to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park through the city. Officials said in a press release that crews found one person dead inside the structure while working to extinguish the blaze.
An Atlanta area sheriff stands accused of punishing detainees by having them strapped into a restraint chair for hours even though they pose no threat and obeyed instructions. Now it will be up to a jury to decide whether Clayton County Sheriff Victor Hill violated the men's civil rights. Prosecutors say putting the 7 men in restraint chairs was unnecessary, was improperly used as punishment, and caused pain and bodily injury. Hill and his lawyers have said that his prosecution is politically motivated and that he's done nothing wrong.
Now let's check on our weather. Lily, what can you tell us?
We're looking to see some rain later in the day, so stay tuned for the forecast right after this break.
sounds awful. Seriously, awful. But a lot better than last week.
We weren't born to follow.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford, and together,
We are Cleveland Ford.
Welcome back. I'm Lily Fowler with your weather. Here's your weather at a glance for today. It is currently 59 degrees out with a high of 76 and a low of 60 with precipitation of 15%. Wind will be at 2 miles per hour with a humidity of 96%, a dew point of 58 degrees, a pressure of 30 inches. Visibility will be 10 miles with a UV index of 0. Hurricane Julia leaves at least 4 dead in Honduras, as at least 4 people have been killed after the hurricane hit the region. 2 people in the departments of Gracias a Dios in northeast and 1 in Chamelacon River to the west of the country near the border with Guatemala. 10 departments are currently on red alert. Now let's take a look at our national radar. There will be rain all throughout the area, and here is your local radar. There will be rain all throughout. Now let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. On Wednesday, there will be PM thunderstorms with a high of 76 and a low of 60. On Thursday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 74 and a low of 58. On Friday, it will be sunny with a high of 73 and a low of 46. On Saturday, it will be mostly sunny with a high of 78 and a low of 53. On Sunday, there will be PM showers with a high of 73 and a low of 46. On Monday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 67 and a low of 34. On Tuesday, it will be sunny with a high of 58 and a low of 29. That is all I have for your weather. Here's Sawyer with your sports report.
We have more about Alabama, Tennessee, the hockey's opening day, and more after this break.
You can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the king, come banging on your chest. You can beat the world, you can beat the war. You could touch a guy, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you can find yourself. Stand in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford, and together,
We are Cleveland Ford.
At Whirlpool, we don't know how leaving the house less can make you need to eat more, or why the inside of the fridge is just so interesting. But we do know how to make appliances you can trust, day after day, after day, after day.
I was told the place I was looking for didn't exist.
A place that could refine my raw talents into something greater.
Where I could ask big questions about my faith, not settling for easy answers.
And I could risk what's comfortable in pursuit of my dream.
To join with others, find my voice, and change the world.
I was told that place didn't exist.
Then I found Lee.
At McDonald's, we're making changes every day to serve you better. It's what we're made of. And serving you better means fresh beef quarter-pounder burgers. Your burger, his burger, her burger. All cooked fresh, right when you order. Made from pure North American beef and just a pinch of salt and pepper. Because we think there's nothing better than a fresh beef quarter-pounder burger made for you, right when you order. And that's just one way we're showing you what we're made of.
Well, you're wrong.
I'm wrong. You're the one who misrepresented the facts.
Misrepresent the facts? Are you kidding?
Your proposal's ludicrous.
My proposal will go exactly the way I say it will.
My dead body.
I think somebody needs a timeout.
Oh, that's the power of one.
Civility. Pass it on.
One grain of sand can turn the tide.
Welcome back. I'm Sarah Hughes with your sports. It's pretty clear what the most highly anticipated matchup of the week is, possibly of the season. One of college football's most storied rivalries returns to the big stage as top 6 foes Alabama and Tennessee square off. Heisman quarterback Bryce Young is questionable to play in the game, but if he does, there's incredible star power on both sides. Hendon Hooker and the Vols are one of just a few teams left without an interception this year despite a high-flying offensive attack. San Diego Padres starter Joe Musgrove knew Sunday was the biggest start of his life and felt sick to his stomach all day. The stakes were high, a winner-takes-all playoff finale pitching in front of a hostile New York City crowd at Citi Field. San Diego needed a strong start from the righty after the team struggled in Game 2 against the New York Mets. As Musgrove completed the 5-year, $100 million contract the Padres rewarded him with in August, he felt the weight of his team season fall onto his shoulders. And the NHL season opener Micah Zibanejad helped the New York Rangers get the new season off to a winning start by scoring twice, including a tie-breaking power play goal in the third period, and the Rangers beat the Tampa Bay Lightning 3-1 last night. Barclay Goodrow also scored the reigning Vizia Trophy winner Igor Shinderskird, stopped 26 shots to help the Rangers start the season with a win against the Lightning team that eliminated them from Eastern Conference Final in June. Mark Stone scored the tie-breaking goal with 24.9 seconds to play, and the Vegas Golden Knights punctuated Coach Bruce Cassidy's debut with a 4-3 thriller of a victory over the Los Angeles Kings on Tuesday night. Arthur Katajev tied it for the Kings with 7 minutes and 2 seconds left, but the Knights capitalized in the warning seconds after the Kings made an ill-advised move up the ice instead of running out the clock for overtime. Chandler Stephenson controlled a turnover at mid-ice and carried it for Stone, who whipped a shot past Jonathan Quick to cap Vegas' 3-goal third period. That is all I have for sports. Stay tuned for more news after this break.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford. I am Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. And together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
you.
Kindness. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. And together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
Hey guys, this is Austin with Let's Bounce Rental. We're here to provide a quality inflatable for a great price. We have over 17 that's available, and we are easy to book and hassle-free, so you will never go wrong with getting a party done by Let's Bounce Rental. We are always here to provide a great service.
Our crew is dedicated to make sure your equipment arrives on time, set up properly, and without any hassle. Our job is to make sure you have access to the best inflatables so you can have the most fun possible at any event. Whether it's a school event, church gathering, or birthday party, we have the equipment for you. The best part is that we are a locally owned company. We pride ourselves on making sure our customers are taken care of. So the next event you have, plan for success with Let's Bounce Rental. Call us today at 423-435-4311 or reach us by email or website. Thank you.
Welcome back. It's been 5 days since 20-month-old Quentin Simon went missing from his home in Savannah, Georgia. The investigation into the disappearance of little Quentin Simon continued with no real updates from police. Chatham County Police tweeted Saturday morning that finding Quentin is their highest priority and that the intensity of their work is as strong as it was on Wednesday, the day he was reported missing. They also say the FBI is continuing to assist them in the case. Officials are still looking into the ongoing investigation.
The mighty Mississippi is causing a mighty big headache for one cruise company. Viking Cruise says its riverboat, quote, the Viking Mississippi plan to sail north up the Mississippi River, but sections of the river are closed due to unusually low water levels and it cannot complete its journey. This means it will not reach St. Paul, Minnesota for its next scheduled departure on October 15th. Viking says all impacted guests have been notified of the delays. The United States Coast Guard notes drought conditions are causing the low water level, which has also affected several barges this week.
A policy advisor for Hamilton County Mayor Weston Wamp Davis Lundy resigned from his position after his arrest last week. Having recently learned about Mr. Lundy's arrest, I'm very disappointed in his apparent lack of judgment, Mayor Wamp said through his spokesman, Mary Frances Hoots, in an email to the Chattanooga Times Free Press. Lundy was arrested Friday according to Hamilton County court records after an officer smelled marijuana from his vehicle. Lundy was charged with a simple possession of a Schedule 6 substance, one charge of open container, one count of driving under the influence.
Brainerd Community Center was recently renamed to honor Chattanooga health advocate Chris Ramsey Sr., who died of complications from COVID-19 in January of 2021 at 54 years old. The center is now known as the Chris L. Ramsey Sr. Community Center. City officials, community members, and many of Ramsey's loved ones gathered outside the center Tuesday morning for the renaming ceremony.
We are on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
You'll also find more online at our website, bchs.tv.
Please remind your friends to like, subscribe, and share on our YouTube channel, BCHS Bear Network.
Tune in each weekday for our newscast. Just can't get enough Vox. That's all we have for you today from Studio H12 in the Shroyer Broadcasting Center at Bradley Central High School.
From all of us with Vox News, thank you for watching.
We hope you have a splendid day.
And as always, God bless and go Bears!